I'm where I'm late, but screw it. I couldn't do a recording at the time. But anyway, about Akira Toriyama's death and passing. Where do I begin? Rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. You will be missed, despite the fact I didn't like everything Dragon Ball Z has done lately. There is no denying what he gave us, what he gave me at least growing up. Like Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball. When I was a kid, I loved watching the shit out of those shows. Especially Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z was kind of one that was a little bit more serious. It took a while, and it's only like looking back, I'm like, you know what? Now I wish I could watch it again. Unfortunately, now I can't because, well, one, that requires giving money to people I don't like. Two, it's voiced by a bunch of cunts who I know who I believe are sociopaths and evil. So I can't. I would have to sail the high seas, and it requires putting my computer rest. But anyway, but yeah, I loved those growing up. Probably one of my favorite things about the shows was probably Goku. Although looking back now, I also appreciate Vegeta. Like Vegeta's one of those guys that kind of go like you love Goku as a kid. As you grow up, you're like, you know what, this Vegeta guy, I get him. I get him. That's kind of it. But Akira Toriyama, he gave us that, and that is sad. Like it's like, why are all the good creative people dying? Who are at the very least not the most offensive people in the world in terms of output. And yet, dipshits like, actually, no, never mind, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to end up 6 feet under or with concrete boots, courtesy of a certain Jewish guy who loves to fuck with people. Anyway. But yeah, it is sad that he's gone. And I also am kind of annoyed that not long after his passing, you had bitches from Sweet Baby Inc. attacking him. But then again, that's what happens with progressives, these little commie cunt hoods. Like, they do not respect the dead. That's probably the most egregious thing about them. They neither respect the living nor the dead. They're that pathetic. And by the way, dipshits who attacked Akira Toriyama, just for the record, here's the thing. Unlike Akira, you will not be remembered. Hopefully. You will be forgotten by most of humanity the day you die, and you will just be another name on the long list of people who died throughout time. So yeah, Akira Toriyama will be missed. You will not be. But yeah, enough about those ass cancers. Akira Toriyama, he is missed. I wish that he was still around because even though I don't like what Dragon Ball Z has done, I have no idea if that was actually him. Like, I don't like what they do with Bardock not that long ago. Like, I preferred the version we had in, what was it? Bardock, Father of Goku. I liked that version more because it was, like, I believe Totally Not Mark said it best. This wasn't a case of good versus evil. This was a situation, this was a case of bad versus worse. I like that kind of gray-ish area of the situation where the Saiyans aren't really good people, they are assholes. Like, Goku is the exception to what they are. And that's because he bumped his head as a kid, or he fell on his head as an infant. But anyway, but despite the fact I don't like it, it's kind of like, actually, you know what, a good example, a good way to describe my feelings towards that is like, I'm borrowing from those douchebags that rather media, like, even though I complained about what he did, I still respected him. The difference is I actually mean I'm pretty sure Brother and me are blowing smoke out their ass when they said, or at least I think they are. But yeah, he was a good. Well, I don't even know if he was a good story. He made good entertainment. That is all that matters to me. He made a story that was entertaining, that I enjoyed, and also took some stuff from a few other works of fiction that he incorporated, like Sun Wukong from Journey to the West, too. After I learned about who that was, I'm like, oh, this guy is so Goku. This is like the cliche Goku archetypal character. It makes insane sense that they're so similar. It makes too much sense. Like, as soon as I found that, I felt like the judge in that one South Park episode when they were talking about how they were referring to bikers as a bundle of sticks. Like, this makes insanely much sense. Holy hell. It's kind of like when I found out that a doctor once said Marxism appeals to mentally unhealthy people. It made too much sense to me at the time. But anyway. But yeah, Akira Toriyama, he was a good story. He was at least good at making something that entertained kids and teenagers. And yeah, I am sorry he's gone. I wish I could have did a video talking about him sooner, but unfortunately my PowerPoint thing wasn't available at the time, so apologies. And that's just my thoughts on his past. Is just rest in peace on the other side of eternity, Akira Toriyama. You've earned it. Have a nice day, and remember the game was rigged from the start.